Okay. I was testing the chat box thingy. Anyhow. They're covered in honey. Where'd you get honey chicken? Chinese food? From the haha funny. Yeah, I know there's a lock, so there should be a key, right? I'm gonna find the key. PF chain. Bar from the other side. Bathroom. There's a tiny ghost etched into one of the tap handles. Turn it. A secret bathroom? There's a note in the wall. Since the incident, anyone caught using magic in the stalls will be severely punished. What the fuck? What was the incident? Fight this voice. That hurts. Can't fireball. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can't go forward or backward. Noted. I should draw strawberry soda before. I think either way is fine. I would get another once you could do it after. Nice. Blue blossom. Honey. Rare gem. We can exchange those for the items. Can we leave? Let's see if I can leave and do that. Yes. And I'll make sure to fight everything in my so powerful. We'll see when we fight the cat again. The people, not the flower. What the heck's her name? We got Marit. We got Petronella. Cuties. The shed. Yes. Oh, we can't go back? I guess we have to fight the cat. Let me check our equipment. I think we're wearing the best things we could right now. Heck! I think they respawn. Ow. I don't know if... I don't know if them being stuck in the ground makes their attacks weaker. I'm not sure. Go. Oh, she's so close to leveling up. I mean, they're so close to leveling up. I'm gonna heal. Please. Nothing. We can't go up here. Okay. That's alive again. Oh, I guess the key we got is one time used, maybe? A door here. Let's see if we can fight this cat. Oh, how can I skip? And that's smart. Hey, Solid. What? We're still good. Hey, you. I think she's okay for a little bit. Maybe we should have healed because our defense is done. I'm doing pretty well. Ah, heck. Oh, I'm down. Can use a... Where's it? This one. Gotta get behind it. 15. Rise. He's gotta stay close enough that it doesn't do that, the big ice attack. Ah. I should probably heal. This is fine. Look! Hi. Oh, we gotta get closer. Is it... The cat goes twice? These hurt. I wanna heal. Okay, it's her turn next. Okay. I thought the cat would go again after fracture. I did it! Oh! Okay. Heck you cat. Yeah. The strat was to stay close. Rare coin and glass hair. Yeah, heck off. Okay, well, that just happened. I've never seen a cat use magic before. Seemed really familiar. So we can't get into Saf's room. How did I notice? I had it so this of What's our plan B? I think we should try to find Rook. You and Saf's friend, the book nerd? Yeah, he's here for the summer too, and he's really smart. Like me, he'll probably be helpful. Sounds like a plan to me. Where's his room? If we go through that door, it's on the ground floor. Alright, let's go. No, you're not useless. He fully healed? Yeah. Oh, what did we get? What's this glass hair? Defense and speed up. I think we'll give that to Ella. I'll have her. Oh. What is this? Ah! Scary. Should probably fight it though. Oh my goodness. More. Great Grump is hangry. Now we're all hanged. Got some food? I don't know if we can do that. Just leggy up. Sweep? Sweep, you use a sweep! Oh, don't heal. Gotta get rid of him. I think he's asleep though. Oh, he angry. Uh-oh. I hope I get to kill him before he goes angry on me. That again. Great Grump uses eat. Oh! He ate him. Eated him. I guess that's good for me though. I guess if he gets hurt, he'll eat the nearest thing. Maybe? Uh-oh, I forgot about the trap. Oh. There we go. Could use some blue blossom. There's something in the carpet. Rare gem. Heck yeah. Can't wait to exchange these for better stuff. We found good sport. Is that a hat? It is a hat. What do you do? Defense up and speed up. Give it to our girl. Needs more defense. Keep that. We're okay on health. We can go downstairs. Get this guy. Oh, they look sweepy. Sweepy. Uh-oh. He's angry. Oh, they're healing. Hot spit. Oh. I should focus on one at a time first. Ugh. Hurting. There we go. Still hurting though. Yeah. Let's see. I wanna see what's here though before we go down. Oh, I didn't see that. Great Grump is hangry. Nice. I also kind of made it so timing would be a little bit easier for me. Oh, it's dark. Tiny ghost key. Need that. Common coin. Wait, how's our health? Health is okay. Can't believe that big man just kicked you. A hidden room down here. Oh, we should probably get rid of him first because he heals. We're fine. Asleep. Oh, you gotta get rid of Sweepy. Maybe you should keep up far so that he doesn't snap both of us. There we go. Whoa! Oh! Wait. So there is a secret. How do we get there? The drawing of a tiny ghost scratched into the wall. Give it a poke. Oh heck yeah. Something stinks in here. Rancid fruit? Ew. Wait, there's something else. Heavy earring. I think that's good. Heavy earrings. High defense, but lowers my speed. I think we need defense. I'll take it. Sparkly there, but I really wanna heal first before I go anywhere else. Treasure! Those are helpful. Okay, we can open that door with the weird lock. You pull out the tiny ghost key, the lock seems to shudder in anticipation. Ooh! Dark here. What the? Where'd it go? Rancid fruit, common coin. Bitch. Where are you going? There's a message scratched on the inside of the chest. Got me. Overalls. I'll take some. A lot more defense. Oops. Ew. I think you're from. Yeah, I think this is good. I think we are good. I can go downstairs to find our friend Root. Is his name? Bathroom. Oh, a secret. There's a note on the wall. For some reason, students have been spending a lot of time in a second stall. Please refrain from monopolizing the toilets, as the rest of us have business to do too. Something. Please stay here for a sec. Oh, a rare gem. Oh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Okay, crap. Okay, they can't attack me if there's someone in front of them. Which is probably for the best. Oh, I forgot about the trap! Just two, it's fine. Try to get distance between me and my friend. Don't get stomped at the same time. I have to get close. Ah. There we go. Level 6. Learn a new spell. Blaze. This is it. Okay, it looks like a store over there. Let's see what spell you can. Minor burn damage to a large area destroys hidden. Okay. That's helpful. It's a store here. Being a ghost isn't all that easy, I tell you. The things students get up to when they think nobody's watching. Okay. Can't find your glasses? Go find your glasses! So we can sell it. Let's... Can't use it. I think we're good. Era save. This close to the end. Why is this room so dark? Lol. Oh, visitors? It's about time. ho ho ho. This is my lucky day. Gilda? What are you doing sitting here in the dark? Where's Rook? Rook? You've only got one person to worry about right now, Nell. That's me. Gilda, what are you talking about? Oh, Nell, you wouldn't believe it. My magic's been so weak, right? Fizzling out, blowing up my face, everyone laughs at me. Then I heard this loud crack and felt a huge surge of energy. Wait, that's like... And something happened. Something... Whoa! Magnificent! What's that? Lightning? Oh ho 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 ho! Isn't it just so me? Hilda, how'd you get such a power? That's not important right now. What's important is this lovely new friend you brought here. She looks tough. Is she tough? This is Marie, Stefina's sister. Yeah, she's really strong. We're actually looking for her. Stefina has a hot sister? No. We must duel. We don't want to fight you, Gilda. What? Yes, you will. Because if you can beat me, I'll tell you what happened to Stefina. You know? When you make up your mind, you know where to find me, cutie. Okay, we gotta fight her. Pink hairband. Flashy tie. More power, less defense, more speed. This is a lot more speed. We'll do more power and her and Petronella can. We'll do more defense. Let's fight this hoe. I hope you're ready, because it's showtime! What is it like? Whoa, they're singing! I think I'm ready. She's fast? Yeah, she's fast. Heck. Hot sister, aren't these all the hot sisters? True. Stuff do I have? If I should lose and just be second best, I can't be good enough for you. I won't lose to you. Look at me now, it's showtime. Oh god. Okay. I'm wondering if I should motivate.
To be loved and so adored. If I could be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder. I can be better
Position.
than I've ever been before.
Oh, this is getting good.
All it takes, I know I can be
Let's see how you handle this.
no matter what they say.
Oh my gosh, she smacked her ass at me. Bitch.
I'll never
Oh, lower my speed. That's bad.
I'm so much stronger. If I don't win, then what does that make me? Someone who's got nothing to show for. If I should lose and just be second best, I can't be good enough for you. I won't lose to you. Look at me now, it shows.
Yeah, maybe I should motivate. Now that I'm super slow.
What is it like to be loved and so adored?
Thanks for stopping by, Solid.
Be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder. I can be better than I've ever been before.
Teleport.
All it takes, I know I can be number one. No matter what they say, I'll never lose my way. I'm so much stronger. If I don't win, then what does that make me? Someone who's got nothing to show for. If I should lose and just be second best, I can't be good enough for you. I won't lose to you. Look at me now, it's showtime.
Must wait another turn to recharge. Let's probably heal.
What is it like to be loved and so adored? If I could be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder.
Nice.
Be better than I've ever been before. All it takes, I know I can be number one. No matter what they say,
Oh. Ah.
never lose my way. I'm so much stronger. If I don't win, then what does that make me? Someone who's got nothing to show for. If I should lose,
Oh my gosh, there's more.
and just
Let's be Angie.
second best,
Why am I not winning?
enough for
I'm doing so terribly. I'm better than this.
you. Look at me now, it's showtime.
Shock. Okay. Gotta remember. Fuck it. Let's motivate. Oh, I'm already motivated. Let's motivate our friend.
What is it like to be loved and so adored? If I could be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder. I can be better than
okay. Can't reach. Yeah, I'll motivate.
Someone who's got nothing to show for. If I should lose and just be second best, I can't be good enough for you. I won't lose to you. Look at me now, it's showtime.
Let's heal her. 15? 215.
What is it like to be loved and so adored?
Oh, stop teleporting.
Just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder. I can be better than I've ever been before. All the what it takes, I know I can be number
No, I forgot about the trap. Oh heck. I think I'm fine.
I'll never lose my way. I'm so much stronger. If I win,
Oh heck.
what does that make me?
No!
Someone who's got nothing to show for.
I can revive though.
If I should lose
Yes.
and just be second
Fuck, I'm
best,
so
I
far
can't
away.
be good enough.
I'm too far away.
I won't lose
Let's
to you.
increase defense.
Me now, it's showtime.
Oh, I needed to be there. Maybe I can get in front of her? No! Okay, it's just one. It's fine. Can't believe that's my turn. Unfair.
What is it like to be loved and so adored? If I could be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder. I can be better than I've ever
But I can revive her.
All the what it
Use
takes, I know I can be
super
number one. No matter what they say,
Nice.
lose my way.
I know, she's so fast.
So much
If I can't go. Oh my goodness.
Someone who's got nothing to
Heck, these traps.
If I should lose
Maybe I should heal.
and just be second best, I can't be good enough for you. I won't lose to you. Look at me now, it's showtime.
How much health? Okay, we're close. Yes. Just use olive oil. Sure, it'll be fine, I guess.
I could be just as good as you, I'll never have to wonder.
No!
I can be better than I've ever been before. All the what it takes, I know I can be number one.
Oh, I did it. Oh, she angry. Nice. Learn a new spell. Poison. It is very anime, boss fight music. Sweet cake and a rare. What? Hey! Safina thinks she's so great she's never lost a duel. But I defeated her. I'm the first. Doesn't get to look down on me anymore. Staff was pretty beat up. That's when Headmistress Aeldra showed up. She was furious at Safina about something. Headmistress took her away, but I don't know where to. I'll see you again, and next time I'll win. Ugh, so cute. Well, at least we finally learned something. We still don't know where Safina is. Need to get into Saf's room. I have a feeling whatever's there will lead us to her. We could only find Rook. Where the fuck are you, Rook? Significantly easier than the cat? Okay, the cat was a lot easier. Now that I, like, stayed close to it so that it doesn't do that wave of ice shards or whatever. I also leveled up a bit, so probably helped. I don't think there's anything new. Heals 15 and boost speed by 5 for 3 turns. Rook! Oh, hey now. I've missed you. Where have you been? It feels like you've been avoiding me lately. I got locked out of the school, but we managed to get back in through Saf's passage. Petronella uses they them, so are we just hanging with strangers in my room now? Oh no, this is Marie. She's Safina's sister. Saf has a sister now? He always has. You're usually not one for pranks, Petronella. Nobody's pranking you. You think we can get your help with something? Maybe. Things are a bit weird right now. I'm kinda working on my summer research project. All this weird new magic is proving a couple theories I have. Can't Saf help you out? We're actually looking for Saf. Do you know where she is? No, I'm not sure. Saf and I haven't talked much lately. Please, Rook. She's missing, and I think she's in trouble. We're stumped. We need your brain. It's Safina. She's always in trouble. She'll be fine now. It's different this time. There's strange magic all around. The headmistress took her somewhere, and coven mages are looking for her. Wait, the coven is after her? Coven or coven? I'm very confused. Yes. Ibn Oxley with a guardian called Bax. Oxley? The master mage himself? He's here? Is he signing? Actually, he wasn't much of a master. Will you help us? Tina really is in deep this time, isn't she? Okay, I'll help out. We can probably figure this out together. Catching up on the details inside. So, do we tell him his idol is a hoax? Oven with O as in bowl? Okay. You don't want to crush his dream. What in Wallace's name happened in there? Y'all are up to something dangerous, aren't you? That's why we're buying stuff. Don't ask questions. Ooh, glow stick. This is new. Oven? So, oven. Oh, okay, I was like, oven. heard it both ways, that's why I'm confused. Get a glow stick. And then we can sell fire folk for probably this. Oh, I need a couple more gold. Maybe I can sell something. Get B song for Nella. For good. Oh yeah, Glinda was in your room. Interesting. I find it difficult to believe Gilda could beat Saf in a duel. I wouldn't if I didn't see her power with my own eyes. Surge of energy she described, the sudden magic. It was the same for me. You think it's related? It must be. There are no records of fire or lightning magic. Really? What kind of magic y'all doing then? Do you think Saf has something to do with this? There's no evidence of that, but something's definitely up. You say there's a magic force protecting her room? Yeah, I could open her passage into the school. But this one wouldn't budge an inch. Looks like we're due for a library trip then. The library? Rook, we don't have time for... Look at Saf's borrowing record. If she learned a barrier spell from a book, we can find it. If we know exactly what it is, we might be able to break it. Rook! That's genius! Sounds good. How do we get to the library? It's south of the main courtyard, where we were before. Alright, to the library. You gonna join our party? Yes! Check your snake. What can you do? Inflict damage on a target by casting a curse. Pierce target soul and gain their good fortune. Lay a trap for enemies by drawing invisible sigil. But if I step on it, it won't do anything to me. Send worn spellbook pages to damage a group of targets. Okay. First, soul fears, paper stone. Let's save again. So can we have 3 in a party or 4 in a party? I feel like 4, right? You can actually trigger your own traps. Oh heck. See, I can't remember this. The normal traps that enemies do. Hard enough. Be mad. Library. Oh, it's open. Oh. Oh, he's sad. More thorns? Ugh. Break time. Can't I burn it with my fire magic, technically? Library. Oh no. Oh no. It's Gwenora. A nasty spirit who lives inside the school. He takes the form of a face and can appear in all kinds of places. Always trying to get a rise out of folks. It once appeared on the door of a bathroom stall I was in. I screamed so loud. Just try not to take the bait. Hmm? Oh. Student. Loud, smelly student. Gwenora, we need to get into the study hall. Oh? The bookworm needs in the library, does he? He spends more time in there than with his friend. Oh, be quiet. That's not true. Not entirely. Oh, there are more. The little sniveling kid. Not crying to yourself in the stalls today? Wow, you really are a piece of work, aren't you? Hmm? If it isn't the foulest of them all, the red-haired brat who stabbed me in the eye. We haven't met, you ghoul, but I assume you're talking about Safina. Ah, well, you do seem quite forgettable. I think I'll stay right where I am, thank you. Bitch. I can see why Safina applied the makeover. Hey Rook, how do we get in with this jerk in our way? I'm not sure. Gwenora's rather stubborn. Professor Leora. She knows how to ward off Gwenora. I've seen her do it before. Where can we find a professor? Thaddeus Leora is the alchemy professor. He's probably the smartest professor in the whole school. The alchemy labs are north of here, across the schoolyard. I have gems. Can I exchange them? Ooh. Wondering if there's anything new. Secrets. Head north of the school? No, not dueling hall. Here? Thorns are blocking your path. These thorns are a problem. We'll have to take the exit out the back to the dormitory. Cool. Back of the dormitory. We've been to the back? Ah! Dang it. Oh, this Val music's new. Spells, both ears, papers. Trigger instant victory skipping this phase of battle? Wait, what does that mean? Is it a guaranteed win? I'm gonna press it. Huh. Can you do that for easier enemies? Back of the... Something has really messed with the dorms. These shelves are blocking the doorway. 3, 2, 1. You can skip all the battles? Oh, okay. Do you get less experience doing that, or... Yeah, I figured boss battles you gotta do. That's a good, like... skipping. Shiny. There's something odd about this fireplace. Whoa. Oh. Oh, it's a shortcut. I had a friend do that because she liked the story, but she doesn't like RPG. But yeah, that makes sense. That's like a good... I do know I kind of made this run easier on me. Where I don't do oops. Timing. I was just gonna do... I guess the skip would be good for like tiny enemies. Oh my god, there they are. Are you okay now? Yeah. That was too close for comfort. I'm lucky you were here. It's not luck. The reason I'm here is to prevent this from happening. Well, you're amazing. Yes, dang it. I don't know what I'd do without you. That makes two of us. Oh. Oh. Why am I on this mission anyway? Sneaking, spying, intel gathering. That stuff is more your cup of tea. I had to pull some strings with the coven. I'm gonna say it however I say it. I have a feeling something big is happening. And you know we're most powerful when we're together. That we are. Now you coming? We've got a witch to find. Can you stop running on ahead, please? So Oxley really is here. You weren't just pulling my leg. Yeah, and they're hunting for Saf. Who knows what kind of trouble she's in. I want to find her before they do. Well, let's tread lightly. Heard the last time Oxley got in a fight, naught but a crater was left behind. I don't know, maybe those stories are exaggerated a bit. Personally, I'm more worried about that other guy. True. Baxis does. Alchemy lab. Hello? Oh, everything's a mess. No open flames in the alchemy labs. Unless you dislike your skin and hair. This place is a mess. Alchemy is a messy practice, but this is bad. Fighting. We're gonna be fighting people. Treasure there. Suspended bubbling goo blocks away. Are these plug heads? That's cute. Okay, it's marked for us, it looks like. Healed. Okay, I see what they do. I see their symbols. He has a weird area of effect. Oh. Oh, Heelys. Nice. Very nice. Oh, it's so much easier with 3 people. Ice sleep and blue. Ice sleep. Restore 10 health and cure status effects. Heals 12 and boosts defense by 3. They're good. Sure. Slimy heat. Wait, so do we get 3 or 4 in a party? I'm guessing it's 3, but I'm not sure. Keep. Whoop. 3 people means you have to be extra careful about placement. Yeah. It's pretty hard to navigate with 3 already. What is this mind's eye shit? Oh, a steal! But does that also hurt them? Yeah, because I can't move past. Gob. Ugh! I'm stuck. Dang it. I don't think it hurts them. Oh. I thought I saw numbers when I did it, but maybe I'm just duking myself. Oh, I just wanted to see what it was. Can't move. Do it again and see. Boom. Boom. Nicely. It looks like it does because I see numbers. It looks like it does a good amount of damage too. Hurts them and you get an item. Double. So can I open this door? Ended bubbling glue gas. Can't. We just have a key. Place a slimy key into the lock. Ew, that noise. Beginner potions in chemistry, Professor Mildberg. Oh. I don't think that's a professor. Grog. Else to the ready, gang. Wait, Marit, that's not a monster. Hello, students. Oh. Hello, Professor Milberg. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. Sorry, I didn't know. Glad to see you are well, Professor. What happened to labs? Why is there goo everywhere? If it isn't Petronella, my brightest potion suit. Well, I'm not... Isn't it a disaster in here? The whole place is a mess. Alchemy itself is all twisted even. What do you mean, alchemy itself? Half the formulas don't work. The other half are twice as potent. Sadio is trying to get things under control. Sadio? Sadio. But even she is having trouble. This is bad. Nobody knows alchemy like Professor Leora does. Oh, we only need her help with a ward. You know where she is, Professor? She should be in her office if you can get there. Thank you for the help. Anything for a passionate potioneer. Cute. Oh, one last thing. If one of those big jelly blocks get in your way, give it a tickle 3 times, right in the sweet spot. It's a goo thing. Okay. Imagine waking up and finding out that the math just didn't work. True. Let's see if that looks good. I think it looks good. Via store? I buy stuff? One of those big jelly blocks get in your way. Give it a tickle 3 times. Berries. Increases power. I get this for our flame. Need more money. A blue snug. Get a coin? I don't think so. Tickle. 3 times? Tickle. 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 Oh, what the... Okay. I'm gonna fight this slime thingy. Oh, I don't like how it moves. Toss. Ticklish. Oh, it moved me. We can probably Acid Splash. Yes. And I can Fireball. Find me. Oh no, he's healing. Alright, let's get rid of this slimy bull. Of targets. When do we get a group heal? That would be nice. There you go. I think we're doing pretty well though. It's my turn. Okay. Grass me. Is that a... What's that thing? Power... High power, less... More speed... Given the warmth. Oh, we have an extra overall. It's like Petronel. We're good. I want to get that treasure. Oh, we can heal too. All these little blobs. Nice. Germs. Ugh. Hey, Petronella has poison. I haven't tried that out yet. Oh, okay. Nice. Throws me so far away. I can poison enemy, damaging it over several. Just a dot. I just wanted to see how it worked. Very nice. Very good. The cobalt. Cobalt? Less defense, but way more speed. I have low defense. Need better. get money from that? You probably victory here. It looks like it gives us the same amount of experience. The testing zone is up ahead. Remember, alchemy is fickle, you must expect failure. The good alchemists test, and test some more. This is how great new inventions are made. No cats allowed in the testing zone. Can't afford to have any more dangerous vials tipped off tables. But there's a cat here. Well... Advanced Alchemy and Magic Substances, Professor Lior. There's a small slot. Guess we need keys or something? Container is empty. Do not ingest alchemical electrofluid, if not for its life-threatening properties, then because the side effects of the antidote are extremely uncomfortable. Here. Wait. Concealment alchemy only permitted for use on designated test. Start losing your invisible belongings, you have only yourself to blame. Vial. I think we all three have to, like, stand on it. Insert the empty vial into the container's glowing vial. Does this mean this is another room? Yes. Dusties. They're dusty. Less speed but more move? What's the difference between speed and move? Really fast. I need more speed. You can probably put it. Insert the glowing vial into the base of the vault. I like the slimy sound it makes. Please clean up after yourself. The rest of us also have messes to make. In here. Empty vial. We need. Tiny there, how do I get it? Secret. I get it. Heck yeah. Virgin. Oh, it looks like one of those memory things. Make sure your rune is drawn correctly. Once it is, you just need to. And there you have it, a beautiful bottle of sealing solvent. Are sealing solvents even necessary, Professor? Why can't we just use mending spell? Mending magic works just fine, young Abednego. You're forgetting the very purpose of alchemy. Only witches and wizards can use mending magic. How is an ordinary to mend in such a fashion? Or an incapacitated magic user? But potions can be used by anyone and are for everyone. That is the brilliance of alchemy and why it is so important. With that in mind, remember that alchemy can be dangerous. A hastily drawn rune could easily... Oh heck. Ow, 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 ow. Young Natai, are you alright? What happened? I'm fine. I just followed the instructions. Let me see. Why, yours actually turned out alright. Your runes are fine, your execution just needs practice. Did you remember to erase your draft circle? No, but... Ah! My ears are still ringing. You always keep things exciting, Gilda. Alright, students, back to your runes. Clean up, Natai, and let's try again. I'll watch more closely this time and check your form. And you can stop teasing, Hildegard. Everyone learns different. Focus on your own assignment. Sorry. But the assignment? I finished it last week. I'm actually going through the next chapter now. Though the recipes are quite outdated, so I'm changing them around a bit. Taking the initiative. Well, carry on then. Oh, we see a little something something. We're not gonna talk about it? I guess. Professor Leora? Yes, just one moment. This makes no sense. Why is this happening? Rook, Petronella, my most diligent student. What a stroke of luck. I was just thinking I could use a few assistants. Professor, what happened here? It's ridiculous. Alchemy itself has turned upside down. Alchemy itself? Half the formulae don't work. The other half are exploding in my face. I've been having the same problem. But I'm glad you all are here. Now's not the time to be locking things down. What was Aildra thinking? I agree. We've been trying to get to the bottom of things. We tried to get into the library, but Gwenora's blocked it off. She won't budge. We're hoping you could help us ward her off. Gwenora? That old spirit? I might be able to make you a potion to annoy her away. Of course, I need my cauldron to make it. But it wandered off. Your cauldron wandered off? Ah, there it is. Oh, it's bad. Engage. Heck. Oil in trouble. Oh no! Improvise bomb. I guess I'll have to improvise. It didn't work. Keep it busy while I tweak the formula. Okay. I don't think it moves, it just makes stuff around it. Terms. That thing is pure cast iron. We'll never defeat it at this rate. What do we do? Improvise bomb again? Let's try this again. That's more like it. Okay, but how are we gonna defeat it though? Oh. See how much health. That's a lot of health. How the hecky? Okay, this isn't working. Let's try a new approach. I'm going to use a difficult spell to draw out the spirit possessing it. It requires concentration, so I need you to defeat it while I work on this spell. Oh god. I don't like that. Chuckles? No. So let me see how many fucked up. 100. Ew, okay. Put down poison. Targeting is so weird. Guess I'll just get rid of... Uzi explodes. Oh, I see. Gotta get them next to it. Oh, that didn't explode. Oh, I'm poisoned. Bouncy time. Am I doubly poisoned, or is it just... I think I can use... your status effects. I don't know if it's worth pulling the blob. That didn't explode. I'm not sure. Okay, that one just does traps. They're annoying, but at least I can, like, do something about it. Oh, I hope it doesn't explode on me. I'm so scared of the traps. There was another one. Far. Oh, heck. Can I heal from here? No! Wait. Yes. Probably heal soon. Whoa! Chuckles has lost its sense of humor. Heck. I think having them explode next to him is faster? Unsure. I'm kind of stuck here. Oh. Don't step on the... There we go. Oh! I wish I could teleport. Dude, they're all up on me. Help him out. Oh, that destroyed my traps. Roar? Ah! Oh. Ow. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Healing. This one? No, it was just out. Not bouncy time. Maybe you should heal again? Now let's heal again. Why is your targeting so weird? Oh shit. Fuck. We're fine. We are fine. How much health does it have left? 1. Okay. Defeated Chunkles. Hooey! I think we all level up. Woolly muffs. Fantastic job, students. It worked. Here you go. Videos all here. Give Gwenora one whiff of that and she'll scatter. Oof, I can smell it through the bottle. Thank you, Professor. I believe in you kids. You'll get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get things under control here, but after that, I'll be around with supplies to help any injured students. Speaking of... not, we can buy... Get the grass. We have woolly mops, whatever the... Less power, more defense, more speed. I think this is... faster? I think that's fine. So let's buy some... I guess we're good. I have a lot of... Uh-oh. Oh. He has a shortcut to... Oh, that's new. What's that called? Mortar pestle? I think that's what they're... Morphe. And that hurts. Grind. Whoa. Great, but we're still poisoned. Goodness, how much health do they have? Goodness. Ugh. That was a hassle. Regen. Okay. Gotta look for shinies, I guess. Okay. The map? Yes. Oh my goodness, this map is bigger than I thought. Go south. Now that's open. I think I'm lost. Hold on. Smell this. Alright, Gwenora, rise and shine. Stinky loser's back again. Good. I've thought of some lovely new names to call you. We'd love to hear them, but we've got some important reading to do. What are you playing at? We just throw them. Yeah, it's horrible. Good riddance. Okay, let's see what we can find. Study hall. There's an inscription. A mall of the Summer Stone designed by student Aveline Irregard. The stone discovered by members of the Coven in 528 is of unknown origin. 5 meters in diameter, the stone emits powerful, comforting energy. The priceless artifact is located inside of Ikenfell's Spirit Oak. Visitors and first-year students must make appointments to see the stone. That seems important for later. These are the borrowing records. There's a lot. This might take a while. Sure. Are you alright, Marie? So, neither of you, Safina, had a sister? You never mentioned me, even once? Maybe she's embarrassed by me. Whatever, let's just get reading. Oh no! Get her rival. Ah, I think I found it. The spell? No, but I believe I know where to find it. Hey, Sleepyhead, get up. What'd you find? Her borrowing record is sketchy as you'd expect. But one thing stands out. She borrowed a book called Adelides, Jinxes, and Lords. It should be on that shelf behind you. Here it is. This is a really old book. What? This dusty old thing stands out like a sore thumb. How have I not noticed it before? Oh, come now, you can't know every single book in here. I wouldn't put it past it. He spends more time inside a library than outside of it. This makes no sense. What is it? The date in the book, it's marked 833. Haha, so it was published, what, 300 years from now? Ridiculous. Maybe it's a mistake? Either that, or it completely predates our calendar system. That'd make this an extremely rare book. Definitely not something to be found in the common study hall. But maybe it's a prank. It looks legitimate. Quite the elaborate and specific prank if it is. Here, check out this page. This looks like the barrier on Safina's door. I think you're right. It's not the heart shape, but I bet Safina made that change herself. I don't understand the symbols. Does it say how to bust it? Every spell can be countered if you know what you're doing. But this involves some alchemy, so it's tricky for me. You're the alchemist now. Any ideas? Wait, right here. The homunculus symbol in the rune pattern. Well spotted. I think we can break it. Explanation for the ordinary over here. Homunculus is like the symbol of the small human. Usually means you cast a spell with your body as a vessel, instead of using a wand. Okay. That means we'd need her body to uncast a spell as well. You learn fast. So, you two don't see a hole in this plan at all. You don't have Safina, but we probably don't need her. Magic isn't mathematics, Marie. It isn't exact. It can be tricked. So we need to... Remember how you could trigger Sass blood spell? It's kind of like that. You might be able to trick it into believing you're Safina. But it won't be enough on your own. You'd have to dress you up in Safina's clothes. What? Really? You think that'll work? The hard part will be finding some of Saf's clothes. Safina's hat. When I was trying to get in, I found her hat on the ground outside the wall. But someone got to it before I did and claimed it. Can you describe them? Ugh. Top hat, charcoal jacket, weird energy? I don't know what that means. I've been a witch for 10 minutes. Was he here? Sounds like Fleur, but I hear she goes by Black Hat now. She's a traveler who comes up north from time to time. She used to upcycle our non-magical clothing to enchanted gear for us. Lately, everything she's enchanted has been hexed. Nobody knows why. Got a magic scarf from her in my first year. It's still my favorite one. I can't believe she's changed so much. How do we find her? Usually sets up shop near the old prison. Prison? Abandoned. The Coven shut it down decades ago with the other foul places. It's haunted, so nobody goes out there. Black Hat's scary now. Last time we saw her, she said to watch out or you get bowled over. Oof, that's a bad one. Anyway, I'm going to check it out, see what I can find. I'm coming too. I'm curious about all this now. Half and I snuck out to see the prison once, so I know where it is. Are you coming along, Nell? I'm not saying you're alone. I'll come. The prison is outside the school, so we have to leave the walls. We can open the gate from this side, so we won't need to take the passage. I can finally exchange my gems. Oh, thank goodness. No sparklies here? Tree is new. That wasn't there before. It's huge. It's a traveler oak. I read about these. They appear randomly, maybe once or twice a century. It's amazing. The books say that they have memory. You touch one, it will remember you. You can travel between them by carrying just a single branch. Oh, neat. Teleport? Touch. Imprints a memory of you and its roots. You can return here from any other traveler oak. Neat. There's the gate. All this work just to get into South Silly School. Now we're already leaving. Prison isn't that far. We'll be back soon enough. Yeah, unfortunately. Do you really hate Ikenfell that much? No, it's not that. It's just... First, my sister was abducted. I find out she was pretending I don't exist. It already hurt when I was rejected from her world for not having magic. Now that I'm here, I'm truly reminded of how much I don't belong. Marie... Somewhere around here. Here we go. Now if I can just remember to spell. I'm gonna change my gems first. Shortcut? Yes. I have gems. How many do I? 5. There's 25 when killed once per bat. Restores health to adjacent allies in critical condition. So do I wear these? Damages enemies adjacent to you. Raises your movement by 1. Raises power for 3 turns at the start. Boost power when your HP is low. 50 boosts your speed when health is low. Use items at long distance. Also good. I want the health. I equip. accessory. And how many do we need to get? Oh, we need sparkly. We just found normal. Oh wait, here's a tree. Neat. But it's like a, what are they called? The Mario thing. Cave egg. Oh. We're behind now. Oh. Look at what this cave egg. Increases defense by 6. Closed permanently by order of the Coven. Creepy. This place sucks. Let's make this quick. No music, huh? Those blobs. Like the squishy noise. I hear a notification. Yes. Hey, bye. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. My chat didn't scroll. I thought no one was talking this whole time. I'm so sorry. Bean chomps. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me read. Move is your range for walk. Okay, that makes sense. Speed is how quick. I murdered a cat yet. I didn't know it had that much health. Haha. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, Coach isn't here today. Where? Nothing poison sack. Posting means that anyone that follows you can see your showcasing is. Yes, what Coach said. Hello, Coach. Balls are the worst. Yeah, they seem to explode and hurt everyone. Someone's talking. I go back and heal. What's showcasing? You can like kind of stream something when you're not streaming. You can like show someone else's. I guess. I'm not sure how to phrase it. You're too YouTube for this. Need a key. Dunkaroos. What are those again? I'm done fighting you, losers. Can't open this stuff. This'll guard. More defense and more speed. I need that. More defense but less speed. Defense is bad. Need more defense. No music, huh? I'm gonna open this first. Okay. Dark Cell Key. Okay. Yes, that's correct. What makes this dark? For the dark cell. We're outside. Wait. But I was in. That hat witch has been acting strange. She's got lots of tricks up her sleeve, so I hope you're prepared. Okay. Not something that's like good and doesn't. Kitty. There's tons of hats. Oh, it is 9? After I fight this. Well, this is new. What's with all the hats? There, that one is Safina's. Brooke, Reed, don't like this. Yeah, this hat shop is super weird. Let's just grab it and go before she gets back. I see you found my friend. You're not even gonna stream a little longer to make up for not realizing we've been chatting. Well, I don't know how long this fight's gonna take. Here. Oh, 3 of you? And not a single hat. Wow, rude. Give me back that hat. It's not yours. It was on the ground, so... Mine. It's not. It belongs to my sister. Sister? Don't see her. Well, we're trying to find her. We need her hat to do so. Sure, you can have it. Hehe. Oh, well, okay, then... The trap! Ah! Rim shot. Oh shit. Marie! Fleur, what happened to you? You've never been cruel like this. There's no Fleur, only Black Hat. I think the hat is possessing. I'm okay, Nell. The pun hurt more than anything else. I definitely feel it now. You're not nearly as tough as you pretend to be. We'll fight you for the hat, you, chapeau foe. Embarrassing. Fine, you want it? Let's see if you can take it from me and my friend. I'm gonna save again, just in case. Alright, cough up my sister's hat. You brought your friends to this party. So let's get them some party hat. Oh my goodness. Staff? That's not her. To fetch, a shallow clone created from magic. Beautiful, no? Who else should we invite? With its deep blue dye, it is worldly beauty from a traveling cleric. I don't think I've ever had a Dunkaroo then. And his vintage school cap from a child who studied too hard. Let's party till you drop. Oh, why do they get 4 people? Zigzag. Ah! Goodness. That's off. I'm guessing fabric with South Park characters. Unfortunate. That hurts. For moving? Are you thinking of those like cardboard cutouts? or you know, their Amazon boxes sometimes have ads on them. Like when they had an ad for the new Cinderella movie. I was on there a lot. Grinch-themed packaging. Won't kids not like that though? Because he steals presents? mean South Park phase. Hold on. Oh, phase. Okay, I was like, phase? What? When did Robert have a South Park phase? Hold on. Now I have something to hold over him. Man, I can't do anything. Oh, I should probably heal myself. This bitch only moves one space at a time, which I guess is good, but... Step on my trap. I don't know what those combination of words mean. E-bomb. I was hoping to trap yes. Get rid of this one. Now you walk like 3 steps. Uncensored? Uncensored, like, language-wise? I was gonna say, it doesn't have porn, right? I'll stick around. I need predictability. Language one. Thank you for clarifying. That's you walk so far, it's nice. Turn this bitch into Minesweeper. Trying, but they're not moving. You watch South Park in a college class. Native Nation teacher? Pain. Oh, they stepped on it. Oh, boys. H. Have her heal. You're so strong. Why did I keep stepping on your traps here? It's because they're just as dummy as me. Let me see how much health. 15. I need to recharge it. Forgot they're already poisoned, but it's fine. Step on it. Aww. Ooh. I need heal. Not bomb. How much health do you have left? 5. Yeah, I think I can do it. Take this. Thought they voiced almost all the characters. Didn't they? Bug bomb for fleas. We don't have fleas. Insulting. You want. Staff's hat. Wait, what happened to her? Did we kill her? Floppy hat. Black hat is gone. I guess you could say she went on ahead. No, we're done here. I thought it was good. Whatever. You're really tough, Marie. And so are you, both of you. I think we work together pretty well. Dead forever? We killed her? It's not this fun when it's with Saf. It's different. Oh shit, am I the better sister? And I've realized, so are you. You look similar to Saf and you're outgoing like she is. But you're your own person. I'm sorry Saf didn't tell us about you. We didn't know. Still want to help you rescue her if you're okay with that. Thank you both. I'd like that. I'm glad I won't have to do this alone. When we find her, she and I need to have a long talk. Now back to the library. If I had a gold coin for every time you said that. Are we becoming best friends? The power of friendship. Oh, Toos, thanks for the raid. Because 80% of the letters are the same. Hey, hey, Manny. We're playing Assassin's Creed 3. Pro Gamer Raid. Hello. How's Assassin's Creed? Just teleport. Nice. We didn't find any gems, so we can just go back. You blew up some guy? Mission accomplished. Why do we need to go back to the library? We have our hat. Back our equipment. Seawater is just better defense. Can we wear Saf's hat? I don't know. It's just a thing. The Kermit gift remind me of the Kermit sleepers I found online. Yes? I still want those. Hey, Kodru. What is raiding? Raiding is when you... It's like you share your hat with another stream. And you're like technically ending your stream. So you're like, let's check out this person. Or let's see how this person's doing. So you send your viewers over. I appreciate. Would you respect me as a lawyer if I came to court with Kermit feet slip? Yes. You have to read the book again? Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh fuck, it's this bitch! Oh, fuck. A kitten? My god. The same one from before. It attacked us outside Saf's room. Quick, let's catch it before it gets away! Still alive? No. I'm ready to kill this kid. Accent. What am I doing? What a ridiculous question. What else would I be doing? I'm reading about sharks. I'm a big fan of sharks. Probably the biggest, to be honest. I'd be surprised if anybody knew as much about sharks as me. Okay. Oh god, the book scared me. Let's like a bomb. What's your beef with this cat? I died to it twice last stream. It was very powerful. What would I get from a piece of paper? A coin. Thanks heard you, says she blocked you online. How dare she? Also understandable. I don't use Line anymore. Still have it on my phone. Oh, Rockley, I meant to tell you this earlier. The people who... The music for, Steven Universe did the music for this, too. Plot twist. Funny. Funny joke. Let's burn these. Your desire for it. Thanks is sad. Now she said you could talk about life and she was sad to lose a friend. Do not do this to me. Would Paper Storm be useless? Because they're paper? Kind of. Usually the fancy stuff is smoother. I should have healed. Just paper. How's it hurting us so much? It's not smooth. Oh god. I'd die. Apricots feel like your stomach got ripped out. Fair. That's fair. Am I? See, this thing will die soon. Thank goodness. What do I get? Power cherry. Oh, nice. Really nice rum. He got some for him for his birthday. So hard to swallow. Blech. I like rum though. Late, baby. A room here. Bitch is over there. Oh. Why did that one have googly eyes? Nella, I think she does dab. Or they do dab. They're cool like that. I just noticed that it was a dab. God. I'll leave it. What's the point of this other room? Must be a secret. Can I heal first? That's why. That's why. Page Master. Sparkly thing. A secret. Secret room. My god, what is this? Oh, I didn't know about this place. Oh, creepy. in the mirror. It's Birdie? How observant of you, Rook. The cat that stole the book. I stole the book. I am the cat. Thought the mystery-solving gang would have figured that out already. Girl, I haven't met you yet. So do we call you Pertisia now? Haha, yes, very funny. Please joke at my expense. Did I know this person? Marie, this is Pertisia of the illustrious Abednego family. She likes to stick her nose in our business all the time. Your business and get folks in danger, maybe I wouldn't. You're blowing things way out of proportion, again. She doesn't like us very much. Oh, don't give yourself so much credit. This one's sister who I have a problem with. I don't care who she's pretending to be friends with this one. Oh shit. What's that supposed to mean? So I guess I'll ask the question then. Why are you inside a mirror down here, and why'd you steal the book? Talk to the cat, I can't see through my body right now. I'm trapped in this mirror because Safina stuck me. She can do that? These books she keeps finding, full of old spells, runes. I don't know where she's getting them from. Is that why the headmistress took her? No. The headmistress was in a complete panic when I saw her last. Safina found something old, something dangerous. She said if Safina uses it, the entire school would be utterly destroyed. What? Destroyed? Oh look, the mystery-solving gang didn't figure this one out. Staff wouldn't destroy the school, she's not dangerous. Are we gonna have to fight our own sister? Not dangerous? I'm literally the magic mirror. Do I need to remind you how many times you three have saved Ikenfell? From the disaster she caused? And right now you're talking to a cat because Safina trapped my body in a mirror with in a secret basement. So don't you dare tell me that Safina isn't dangerous. Oh right, Marit, correct? Do me a favor, smash this mirror and get me out of here. I need to stop your sister before she destroys this entire place. Do we even know if we can trust her? What? Purdy's had it out for us from the beginning. And she's obsessed with Saf. This might all be some kind of weird ploy. I'm trapped in an adorable kitten. This has Safina's name written all over it, and you all know it. That does sound like her. Do you know where Safina is, Pertisia? No, but you'll need another piece of her clothing to find her. And I know where to find it. And what's it, exactly? Her cloak, that ragged floppy piece of work she wears. You know it? Matches that ugly hat you already found? I know where it is, and I won't tell you squat until you let me out. I'm not seeing much of a choice. I think we should let her out. I'm still not sure about this. We need that cloak, and she's our best shot right now. Causes trouble, there are 3 of us. So I just smash it? Please, I can't stand another minute in this. feel like it's a bad idea, but whatever. Here goes nothing. Whoa! Aw, hey there, sweetie. Sorry for taking over your bodies for so long. Is that your cat? This is Snowball. He is perfect in every way. I didn't know you had a cat at the school. That was by design. How do you think I was able to spy on you all so easily all the time? That explains a lot. Alright, you're obviously the new leader of this trio. If you want the cloak, we have to get to the northern dorms. There are more dorms? The fancy dorms where the rich families get to... It's the blue building past the alchemy labs. I can get us inside once we get there. Let me get this straight. I'm not your friend, and I'm not on your team. You want to find Saf, and I want to stop her before she kills everybody. Let's get moving. The sooner we get this over with, the better. Oh shit, she joins the party. Sort of. Hold on. What can you do, girlie? Flash shards. Literally everything that she did to... Why did she attack us? Why did she attack us at one time? I was about to kill her cat. Effective against giant. We're gonna meet giants? Heal an ally, raise their defense for... Keep her healer. Because she's controlled by an AI. Oh, so I can't control her? She has a mind of her own. I have to get to learn her spells. I think we just have fire. That's our shtick. Only 3 characters can be in your party at a time. You can switch who's in your current party at it. Okay. End it there. And thank you guys for coming. It's a good place to stop. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the host and the raid. We'll play more of this on Saturday. Again, I'm sorry for missing chat. I was very focused on the game. Hope y'all have a good evening.